Oops. If you were in the middle of that commotion, I hope it yielded something of interest. I'd hate to think you'd risk your life for naught. A blade pulled from the back of a creature you slew at the cave, eh? I'd agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farmhands back into a life of plunder. Chances are they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep and set a maddened gubu on you. Aye, the pirates have been adding to their numbers of late. I'd best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. You met someone else at the grotto? A woman with a strange contraption. Ah, Ishtola. She's been in Limsa Minsa for a good while now. Her studies of the Aether often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an odd-looking lass, I grant ye, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. Where trust should be lacking is those yeomen of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate past. The temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks. If it weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in a far worse state than it is. Just keep on lending your talents to those in need. Help bring Limsa the brighter future she deserves. I need, like, a piece of gum or something. Alright. The sea sloth Severn and his lot, never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the rapscallions would never learn. Round them up and let them know that Stalwern would like a word, and don't take no for an answer. How am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess at what I had for breakfast. What? Gods, how'd you know? It's my breath, ain't it? It probably smells as wooden as the food tasted. But I know why you're here. I'd just as soon get some real food in me, but I ain't one to reject a summons from the captain. Wowder. Work? Ha! Can't work when me hands are full lifting this mug. You know, I'd wager me last skill you'd never guess what I'm drinking. Well, you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth a day of doing Stalwern's chores if it'll afford me a taste of proper grog. Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. You know what I did in my sailing days. You bet your beard I did, lad. Aye, those were the days. I reckon now I'll have to be satisfied taking my axe to the trees. Hi, I'm Severin. You the old man's errand boy now? To my dear old captain, not to wet his britches, I'll be along. Oh, tell my. Oh, and just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the chocobo you rode in on and ride on out. So, Stilwern sent you, and what do you reckon I say to that? Damn right, didn't get where I am by taking guff from any glorified gardeners, but I suppose I could see what he wants to get him off my back. The oranges are all picked and boxed. Now I need only wait for the caravan to come pick them up. The problem is the caravan is nowhere in sight, and I can already hear the rats clawing their way out from under the rocks. It won't be long before they found their way to the crates. I beg of you, good sir, would you help me in keeping the rats clear of my oranges until the chocobos arrive? Ah, for the love of Limlayan, not again. The leathers are to bloody shreds. No, there's not RI with me breeches, you cheeky sod. It's the megalo crabs. They've been at the balloon envelopes I left out to dry on the rocks. Those hellspawn snippers, they think they found a squid or something and set to nibbling. Less balloons in the air means less cargo getting lifted, and that don't sit too well with me. You looking for a quick job? How about you crack a few shells before you head off on your way? If you could put down 5 or so of the burgers, that ought to do for now. Free dungeon grind. Yeah, kinda. Mostly just kind of running all around the area. I don't think I'll make that if I do it. I think I'll turn this in, do a return. Let's see. Yeah, I need to go to Lower Lanusha. Kinda wish the game would extend daily roulettes into things like fates and other overworld activities just to make the world feel a bit more alive. Yeah. One thing you could do though, with like the fates and stuff, since they, you know, they're just kind of everywhere, is you know, just build up as many Grand Company seals as possible, buy ventures. It's a great way to make some quick gil. So at least there's like a purpose. Hi Final Mizu! Also, welcome in KO Arzek? Is that how I say it, or am I close? I don't have anything I want to spend gil on, otherwise I would. Yeah. I'm not on my free company because I don't think any of them are online at the moment to join. KO is fine? Kyo or KO? Okay, good to know, thank you. Welcome in for your first chat. I'm not on my FC in this character at the moment, but as far as like gil to spend, I guess, we're trying to save up for a free company house. So there's plenty for us to save up for. Helped a friend get one in this lottery just passed. Ah. Yeah, I'm broke on both sides, so spent a lot of time in Eureka and getting the WoW emote from Criterion. That is one of the ones I don't have yet. There's just so much to do in this game. The mill is fine. We'd be wiser to concern ourselves with the grubby scavengers that rob us of our yield. Eshushu. The emote sells a couple of times a day for roughly 300k. With not a lot of competition, it's a really slept on market. The secret is out! I haven't noticed anything off myself, but let's have a look now, shall we? Look there, the salesman nicked a bit, nothing urgent, mind you. The cloth we use is the same as they use for sails out on the sea, made to stand up to blustering wind. Good to know, though. If I really had the, you know, the drive to do it, I could do bicolor gemstones and sell that mount. Well, you see the mill spinning, don't you? What more do you need to know? Only problem I have is you meddling in my chores. Away with you, then. Okay, Jamani. Sort. Alright. I sort of wanted to do bicolor gems just to see all the stuff, but I'm very lazy. I am the same. If I wasn't super interested in the story and everything that I skipped early on, I would not be doing this. But I did skip quite a bit early on, so I'm trying to get back to it. What point did you skip to? So as far as like actual skips that I paid for, I only skipped Shadowbringers, which was dumb because that's the best one. But as far as like dialogue and stuff that I skipped, all of it. I just kind of flew through the MSQ, which is like the quickest way to burn out and also like the least fun way to play this game. At least in my opinion, because this game's story is actually worth knowing. I like a good story, but it's unbearably wordy at times. Yeah, it can be pretty wordy. The thing is though, like, if you go through the whole thing and get to the end, it is quite a payoff to have read, like, the beginning part. Because at the point where I finally, like, did start reading, which was really, really close to the end, I was like, what is happening? I trust you enjoyed your tour of the mill. You are impressed, yes? The matter of Ishushu's sale is most worrisome indeed. The matter shall be remedied at once. To delay acting until trouble occurs is to ask for trouble. The Grey Fleet stops for nothing. Full sail ahead. Yum. The kobold crimes of late give us ample cause for concern, yet Whitesarin is content to pass them off as mere mischief-making. He cares more for the welfare of his mills than that of his workers. If only my beloved Mogrim knew of my plight, I am certain he would leap to my rescue all the way from his post at the Red Rooster Stead. He often calls me his little lamb, and I am certain my absence could only have made his heart grow fonder. I feel disgusted. Just a little bit by, like, the way that Mogrim talks about animals. And then he calls her his little lamb, which makes that not any less concerning. Like earlier he was like, oh, little sheepies, like, I am their father. And he said daddy, which, you know, gross. I played straight from ARR, started 3 or 4 years ago. It was worth it and it helps that I'm easy to please, but I can understand why it's largely a turnoff. Yeah. I started in August of last year and raced through everything. All of it. Indeed, the kobold steady incursions warrant wariness, and now they frighten my poor little lamb, the soul I love more than any other on 2 legs. We must summon the Yellow Jackets at once. I shall pen the missive warning Ostfer of the kobold's advance. You must deliver it to the Lothagran checkpoint. There is no time to spare. To reach the Lothagran checkpoint, go first to Blind Iron Mines. Brynrit will guide you from there. All the eggs and milk in the world don't matter a lick without flour. Well, here you go. Not that flour is any good on its own, mind you. The Galagos just hoard whatever they can get their filthy paws on. Also, yeah, AR quest/dialogue is in a league of its own. The game had a different narrative direction at that point, I think. More gritty fantasy than high fantasy. Now I've got the whole kit and caboodle thanks to you. It's a relief you were around, but at the end of the day, we're still utterly unprepared should this sort of thing happen again. I'll take the ether. I keep watch over the gates here at the stead, but my watch extends only so far. The stagecoach that was supposed to pull in today never made it past Blind Iron Mines. Word arrived not long ago that it was waylaid by someone or something. The coachman is a plucky fellow, if I know Wahoy Mahoy. Wahoy Mahoy! He'll be poking around the mines, plotting to salvage his consignment, but ultimately he is just one man. It would put my mind at ease if you could go to his aid. Instead... Blue! Thank you so much for subscribing! Have you been looking? Oh my gosh. Hello! How are you and how are your adventures? I'm always lurking. That's a little creepy, Blue. Also something I read somewhere, if you find doing all the yellow quests uninteresting, look for the ones that have a picture at the accept window. They're multi-parters with cutscenes and are more story-focused. I am doing all of the quests. All of them. I'm getting all of the lore. That's just how I use Twitch. I like while shiny hunting or doing something with Pokemon. What are you hunting? Tatsuye? Is that the fish? Doesn't that come in different colors anyway? Crimson Death. It's also a little dragon. It's a dragon? Everything in that game that should be a dragon is not. I did not think I saw this correctly a second ago. Oh, that's right. Because the quest is like the false dragon or something. Have you any luck obtaining the fresh lamb? Please hurry, the guests are arriving any moment now. 4 slices of fresh lamb and right in the nick of time. Thank you ever so much. Alolan Executor Best Dragon. I think its full title is the False Dragon. Executor Alolan Best Dragon. Actually, you can't be wrong. That's absolutely great taste. 'Tis times like this I feel fulfilled in my role. I used to be a chef myself, you see, but my skills weren't quite up to par. So when the Bismarck expanded operations, I asked to be made its provisioner instead. Ooh, this way I can still be part of the business in spite of my shortcomings. My gloves are better. We'll take the money. Welcome back, Carbon. It appears your coordination with Carbuncle is progressing at a satisfactory pace. Shall we test your growing acumen with a more practical examination? Our work at Mailvan's Gate requires us to inspect and record the contents of incoming cargo. To simulate such a task, I have had several crates transported to the cliff south of the Zephyr Gate. I want you to examine those crates, then return the inspected cargo here to me. You would be surprised at the depths to which some merchants will sink to deter our customs agents from performing thorough investigations. False bottoms, rotting foodstuffs, flesh-eating vilekin. I suggest you be prepared for any eventuality. So, Tatsugiri, it comes in different colors, right? So, like, does that mean it also has multiple shine? Wait, am I wrong or am I right? It comes in multiple colors. Yes. And then, do each of those colors have its own? Oh, that's so cool. I'd be obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. Zephyr Gate. The red Tatsu has a white/silver shiny that I want. Oh, collect every Spinda variant. How many Spinda variants are there actually? Oh. And how possible is it to collect every single one? Something in the millions of variants? So you could have a really unique Spinda. Thousands. Those designers, like in the 3rd gen. Spinda, a Generation 3 Pokemon that first appeared in Ruby and Sapphire, has more than 8 billion variations in its body markings, so says Google. How many of those are actually in the game, though? Like, obtainable. That means you truly get, like, a unique Spinda. I am not a threat. Pray ignore my presence for the present and allow me a moment to cogitate. The reaction to my sudden appearance was within expected parameters, but I must admit I did not expect so proficient a performance against the enemies set against you. Yet effective though your tactics were, I spied much room for improvement. As I watched you battle, the wheels of my mind whirled into motion, as they are wont to do, inventing other possible strategies you might have employed. Let's see. Taking into account your current level of ability, factoring in the etheric constant, multiplying by the number of opponents, then applying your tactics to other potential combat scenarios. Oh dear, my calculations indicate failure upon encountering threat level 9785. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. I am in love with you. Leah? Though the opportune window to do so has passed, I would nevertheless introduce myself. I am Leah, a Mailvan's Gate assessor. Just so you know, the names, like the Mikote names, the little letter at the beginning is tribal, so you don't say that. Acting Guildmaster Thurgame elected me to oversee your training and provide any necessary guidance and instruction in the field of Arcanima. Oh, so my main? I am actually, I'm ulting right now. But I could show off my main. From what I have observed thus far, you have an admirable grasp of the fundamentals. I do, however, wish to confirm one small detail. Regarding your choice of arcane geometries, what factor most influences your actions during battle? I thought I read that friends of Mikote dropped the first letter. But everyone else uses it. Why the alt? I am an altaholic. So everyone uses it in writing and in like their name, but the pronunciation is not, it's not pronounced. It's just like a factor so that you like know where they're from. At least that's what I read. But it also probably depends on what source you read too. Like we may have had different information. I do know that they do drop the letter, like my character doesn't have a letter, and it also says that they have forest names and city names. I guess we will learn from one of these quests. I hope so. Mikote aren't on Eorzea, like, no, or not, well, they're on Eorzea, but they're not on this continent normally. It's like part of their lore that they traveled here, so. What factor? Oh, my character's not a Mikote anyway. It's a. I'm getting something mixed up with the first name of my character. From Muricidia, yeah. I think desire to outwit an enemy seems most like what he would say. Aha! Just as I predicted, and now I have the final element needed to perform another calculation. The probability of you becoming an arcanist of note is 90%. Give or take 0.5%. Yes, the certainty is quite high. After all, I only know of one other practitioner who responded to my question in the same manner. It was the man who bestowed upon me this grimoire, the guildmaster himself. While our inscrutable leader is, as I'm sure you've heard, on an indefinite leave of absence, he did leave us with this most notorious saying to date. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one's situation into the desired reality. No matter how gifted you and I might be, however, the instantaneous manipulation of reality that might cause us to suddenly become mighty arcanists is beyond our present abilities. Discipline and experience is the finest strategy in this case. I suggest you continue to focus on refining your aptitude with Carbuncle. Mastery with an arcane entity will greatly improve your success as a wielder of Arcanima. Here ends your lesson for today. Pray return directly to the guild. I believe Mistress Thubergame is awaiting some inspected cargo. And what of myself? I'm off to the fields, of course. The tactics I reasoned out earlier must be attempted in real-life scenarios. Theory is all well and good, but there is no substitute for actual combat. We will meet again soon. Bye. Bye. I'm lazy. Fast travel, the best and worst part of open world games. In this case, it's too expensive. Ah, Carbon, have you returned with the cargo? Yes, everything seems to be in order. Relatively clear of blood and other gore. That can be something of a problem in our profession, you understand. I also had word from Leah? I'm gonna call her Leah. Regarding your performance. She seemed eager to continue your training. An odd lass, I'll admit, but the guild can boast no finer mind for tactics. You would do well to heed the instruction she offers, particularly that which touches on the diligent approach to our art. Did you perhaps notice the battered tome Leah carries? That initiate's grimoire has served her from the day she entered the guild. She has her reasons, but it's admittedly strange to see it kept all the way to her present position as Foreseer. I fear such an intense focus on Arcanima has led her to overlook other important aspects of life. As our master strategist guides your Arcanist training, I hope that you might return the favor and help to broaden her own perspective somewhat. This is a new character, of course, but Blue Mage is a great way to get Aetheryte tickets for free travel. I never have to pay for whips ever again, and I only have to do one challenge a week. Ooh, Blue Mage. And it helps you raise your Blue Mage level, correct? But enough of such matters for the moment. You have done well this day, Carbon. Continue your practice with Carbuncle as Leo has bid. I will be here when the time comes for your next lesson. theory, you can grind Blue Mage. I got a friend to power level me too when the cap was 60 and then got to 70 on my own. Jesus. Yes, Carbon, the time for your next lesson is upon us. You are keeping well, I trust, taking the occasional brisk walk. One cannot form sound thoughts if one fails to maintain a sound body. Now, assuming you have been following Leia's instructions, you should be ready to face the more dangerous threats found in western Lenosha. I speak of roselings and wild jackals, and yes, I would have you vanquish 3 of each. 'Tis the perfect sample size. The first acts as a preliminary test case, the second to test your hypotheses, the third to perfect the tactics you've devised. Speaking of which, I trust your strategy will consist of more than simply flinging ruin over and over again. You are not the novice you once were, and your skills in the field ought reflect that. If you find yourself wanting further approaches, consider an assault with ruin in tandem with attacks from your carbuncle. When timed appropriately, you can deal a crippling blow to your opponent. Ghostly ghost. Earnix. I always find it so weird when games specify that you kill a small specific amount of monsters when there are hundreds milling about. Well, in this case, she did explain why 3, so at least she gets a little bit of a pass. They're still just idling here. You continue to impress, lad. All but Severin are accounted for. It's no fault of yours, he squirmed out. I have let that worm wriggle through my fingers more times than I can count. This quest is one of the only times it makes sense. But rest assured, the next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt, where all such worms belong. Pains me to say, but all the gil in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some like you who can be trusted, but then there are others. Until now, I've had no choice but to rely on that charlatan Severin, even though I am full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once I've heard tell of improper trading with goblins. I wouldn't be the least surprised if that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. I want you to find and confront that bastard for me. I'm sure there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Oh, why's he gotta be so far away? Oh yeah, you don't even get him out for a while. Rough times. Yeah. Well, you know. You do what you can. Oh, I can do this. Can I do Scholar Summoner? Probably Scholar because I am a healer main on my other account, or on my other account, my other character. Bloody hells, I'm up the strait without a paddle. Basque times. Yeah. What's this now? Stale weren't sent you for the oranges? Huh, so the old bugger had known all this time. Ugh, what does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of those goody-goody adventurer types, right? Go rescue me mates from those double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. Fine, fine. I tried every healer except Scholar. White Mage is the only one that worked for me. White Mage is fun. I do want to learn a little bit of everything, though. You saved me, mates, and for that I owe you. Suppose I should be ashamed I couldn't clean up my own mess. But that pirate knows no shame. I've no qualms about going back on my word. I've only given you this side because I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Ossian and give him my regards. By now someone has to be online. Yeah. Let's switch over for a bit. I will drink some water. Thank you, Kaya. Not a Udi. Really quickly. I often don't drink just water. I drink a lot of tea. There we go. Ugh. Falling a thermos is the best thing for it. With how often I forget it and let it get cold. Yeah, I need to start using my like heated containers. I kind of want tea right now. Alright. Pray return to the Wicking Sands. Awesome. I fixed that. How to escape? I'm actually trying to leave the Wicking Sands. Alright, I'm going to be right back so I can go make some quick tea. So I will return. While I'm gone, everyone please, 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 if you need a snack, get a snack. If you need a water break, get a water break. If you need to stretch, get up and stretch. If you need to walk around, get up and walk around. And if you need to take any medications, take your medications. If you need a little mental health break, take a little mental health break. And if you need some screen time, away from screen time for your eyes, take some away from screen time. Whatever you do, make sure that you're comfy and happy, and I'll be right back. Hello, hello, I am returned. Everyone get a good little break. Make snack? What kind of snack? Ah, Yurei of the Scions. Glad I am to see you answer a desperate summons. As you have no doubt heard, the kobolds have, it seems, yet again called forth the primal titan within their mountain abode. The recent quaking of the land can be attributed to no other, and considering the intensity of the tremor, we can be sure that Urianger's warnings concerning the enhanced power of the primals are far from idle. We Maelstrom officers would, of course, like naught better than to shatter the belligerent old boulder ourselves, but we cannot risk losing our soldiers to tempering. Once again we must turn to the seasoned veterans of the Scions. According to our readings, the Rumlings are strongest in the navel, Titan's usual haunt within Ugumaro mines. You should be able to enter the Primal's domain by reattuning to the beast Manaetherite found within the kobolds' territory in Outer Lenosha. After the previous defeat of their great father, you can wager they've recalibrated their crystal. May you crash against the stubborn rock with the fury of 1,000 waves. Yurei of the Scions, you are as ever a welcome sight at Maelstrom Command. Our worst fears are realized. The primal Leviathan has returned to threaten our shores. We did not think it possible for the fishbacks to summon their rapacious god without considerably longer a period of preparation, but there can be no mistake. Prior to contacting Urianger, we received a report detailing the almost complete destruction of a merchant fleet upon the open sea. Only one vessel managed to limp out into port, bearing the decidedly unwelcome news of Leviathan's resurgence. Judging by the testimony given by the surviving crew members, the massive waves the entity leveled against the ships dwarfed anything we have ever seen in the Primal Command before. Should he unleash a tidal wave of similar empowered proportions, Limsa would be scraped from this island like a barnacle from a hull. It is with such dread imaginings in mind that I bid you sail forth to slay the Lord of the Whirl yet again. I love instant noodles, so I can't judge for instant noodles. I actually ate some for lunch today. Our strategy remains unchanged. The twin vessel, the Whirl Eater, is already being prepared under the command of Storm Marshal Slafirson. Make your way into the Moribi dry docks once your own preparations are complete. Seek out Sergeant Sternlona, and she will see you safely aboard the ship. May the Navigator guide and protect you. I'd like to make a proper ramen bowl. The pictures always look so good. I love real ramen. Or, well, handmade ramen as opposed to the packaged stuff. Oh. Duh. Corpiker! Having a mount is so nice. Haven't actually gone anywhere other than work, home, grocery store since that time. Oh, there's actually a spot in town that serves a variety of ramen, and I meant to go to it, but then COVID happened, and I haven't gone to that part of town since. Ah. My life is pretty much the same. I don't really leave the house other than to go to work. And I get groceries, like, brought to me because I don't have a car at the moment. Admittedly, there's not much to do around where I live, so going to town is pretty That's the same with me. There's not much to do around here. Time to see Titan get mad. Ups. 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 Eh. If you're a DPS and deal a lot of damage in one hit, it skips 2 to 3 phases and the Titan just jumps, lands, jumps again, etc. Ah. Luckily, in my case, I'm not a DPS. So less damage. Mage is fun, that's your second class. Can she do it? Red Mage is fun, that's your second class. So like red Paladin, Red Mage because they have heals. Red Mage can res like the utility. Oh yeah. They are very helpful. That was short. This is my first time hearing this song, if you can believe it. Go. Yay! That was quick. Oops. Alright. Moving right along. Alright. That wasn't too bad. Shaped like a key. It's just how I like to organize my white mage spells. Everything else is a little bit different. Oh right, I have to leave first. See, these are similar. Because all the healers are similar. I guess they're all kind of shaped like a key just because of where this is. There's also the pet bar here. I play on gamepad, otherwise I'd probably just make cursed layouts so people would judge my screenshots. I don't take screenshots where you can see my layout. Because that would be pretty bad. Largely indifferent. I'm an average player and I'm comfortable about it. But admittedly, I usually just take screenshots for scenery, so I do hide my UI for this. I am also pretty casual. I just really like screenshots. I think they're really cool. I'm guessing I go this way. This seems right. It's an egg. Oh, JK, it's... an odd cryogenic looking creature. Yako. I think I'm not big into screenshots just because I don't have as much of an attachment to the characters. Oh, I am obsessed with my characters. They're my children. Yako, like from An anime? Oh. All I can think of is like a My Hero character right now that this kind of reminds me of. Yeah, there's someone you will meet later. Is he past 6.1? I'm in 6.1. This character is like done with the game. I beat the game in like a couple months. That's why I'm doing all of these unsynced, because I just want to get them over with, because they're quests I just never did. Byakko. I can't remember. If you never did the optional try some Shadowbringers, you wouldn't have met him yet. Oh, okay. No, I did not do anything optional. I'm assuming I don't want to touch those. We? Oh, Christ. I don't know the mechanics for this, so I'm doing my best. They regularly get punched by God, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. They probably survive falls having to do with something Aether related. Clearly the answer is longbow boots from Portal. That'd be a very interesting way to describe it. Yay. Wait, who you? Mire. I'm laughing. I can't. That's an exit. What am I building? Green tea is so good. I have to use bagged tea. I don't know where my strainer is. But green tea bagged is still pretty okay. Especially jasmine. I would like to find mine again. A favorite besides green? I like blueberry tea. Or like really like strong fruit berry flavors. Raspberry tea is pretty good too. I like herbal teas. I can't have a whole lot of caffeine because I get too anxious and then I puke. Never tried blueberry. I have yet to even find a favorite, even after all this time, though. I actually started drinking herbal tea more because I think the other kinds are affecting my sleep schedule. Yeah, that can happen. Staying up late is probably the real reason, but I'm allowed to lie to myself a little. Oh. I am just gonna admit that I stay up late. Because my sleep schedule's the opposite of a normal one. Ratfinks Twinkledinks. Oh, he got a lot bigger. Ow! I'll have to try it. What is that? Oh, that's actually pointless. Yeah, for me, my job's 8 to 4, get home around 4:30, and usually stay up until 12 or 1. For me, I just feel like I don't get my value out of a day, so I keep wanting to stay up. I work in the evening, and go to class in the evening, and hang out with people in the evening. So I have the opposite problem of you. I feel like I do so much during the time that I am actually active and like ready to do stuff that I don't make time to do things that I want to do. But then I'm so tired because it's like sunlight. This is a long quest line. I have a few commitments besides work, but I can still empathize that striking balance in life is hard. I just have my class, but like, mostly we've just been checking in lately, so it hasn't been too bad. Post heavenward to the start of Stormblood. Oh wow. My brain. I'm gonna have to turn these in for some stuff soon. Did I do Pandemonium? I don't know if I did Pandemonium all the way through. It's not finished yet, the same principle. So that's a 4 to 8 person raids. Ah. Oh. Which buttons do I stand on? I don't want to breathe though, I think. More story at the beginning and end, but just a small amount between before I get the face going. Alright, Vortexer. Song change either next raid or the one after that. Awesome. Woo! Five minutes, 9 seconds. Not too bad. Find it a little funny that Aura were a new race in Heavensward, considering we didn't get their actual lore until Stormblood. Yeah. I forgot about the whole Illuminati thing. Interesting bit of trivia. When Yugiri was first shown in ARR before Aura came out, she had a Mikote model and they just swapped the ears and tail. Oh. I knew about the Mikote thing. I wasn't sure if they had like done a complete remodel or not. Eee. Oh, I gotta kill them, huh? A cat? Wait, whoa. Wait, where should I be going? Wow, rude! skeletons. Goodbye. Cat! I should not let the cat give him nothing, right? Big ball. No, 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 no. Just under 7 minutes. I think this might be my last one before I have to get ready for class. No, it doesn't take me that long to get there. When my friends and I go through Alexander stuff for unsinking and such, we make a competition out of opening the chests and running out of the portal to see what's excited with the mats. What are the mats for? Just spear, but not as good as a tombstone stuff. Oh, so glamour is what you're telling me right now. Because that's what I'm going to use it for. I know what the Alexander stuff even looks like. I think it sort of looks like Allegan. I'll look into it. Oh my gosh. It's Voltron. Ooh. Okay, but the jazz. This is so genius. checking my phone. Oh, that's hilarious. Alright, I think I have been streaming for... Well, my stream stopped somewhere halfway in the old one. Because I had 2 streams going on today. So, I have been streaming for almost 6 hours. And it's a good time to get ready for class and stretch and take a break. So I think for a moment I'm going to see if I can find someone to raid. Oh, I know just the person. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much. I will try to enjoy my class. It's probably just going to be a quick check-in, so it probably won't even be very long, but afterwards I'll be around in the game if you guys want to hang out. I won't be streaming, but I'll be taking a break from stream just because I can't stream forever. But I did enjoy all of your company, whether you're lurking or not. I enjoy every moment of every bit of communication and, you know, camaraderie that happens in my stream. The point of my stream to me is to make friends and share interests with people who are interested in the things I'm interested in. So it's really good to see people, no matter what kind of thing you're doing. I hope that you all enjoyed as much as I did today. Hopefully I'll be doing something more interesting next time I'm streaming. I should be continuing Final Fantasy V at some point. I just had to take a break from it because it was getting me a little ragey, but thank you guys all for coming. We're going to go ahead and set up to raid. If y'all will stick around, please, so that we can raid my good friend. You're going to have a lot of fun, I promise.